Welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Jason, your host, and I'm so glad you're here with us today.
Hi, everyone. I'm Julia, your co host. Whether you're listening from home, school, or your favorite coffee shop, thank you for joining us. We're always happy to have you here.
Absolutely. And today, we're talking about a really powerful topic, the power of positive thinking. Now, this idea isn't just helpful for your life. It can also make a big difference in how you learn and speak English.
That's right. Positive thinking means choosing to focus on the good, even when things are difficult. It's not magic, but it can help you feel more confident, more motivated, and more open to learning.
So if you've ever felt nervous about speaking English, or worried that you're not improving fast enough, this episode is for you. We're going to talk about how your mindset can change everything.
And don't worry, we'll keep things simple, clear, and fun. We'll explain things step by step, share real examples, and even give you some easy habits you can use in your daily life.
Sounds good. So grab a notebook if you want, or just sit back, relax, and listen. Let's dive into the power of positive thinking and how it can help you on your English learning journey.
Let's get started.
All right, Julia, let's start with the basics. What is positive thinking?
Good question, Jason. Positive thinking means looking at situations in a hopeful and good way, even when they are not perfect. It's about focusing on solutions, not just the problems.
So it's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's more about choosing to stay calm, hopeful, and open-minded, especially during difficult times.
Exactly. For example, if someone says, I can't speak English well, that's negative thinking. But if they say, I'm still learning and I'm getting better every day, that's positive thinking.
Nice! That small change in how we talk to ourselves can make a big difference. And it doesn't mean you ignore your mistakes. It means you see them as part of learning, not a reason to give up.
Right. Positive thinking is like being your own best friend. Imagine someone is learning English and makes a mistake. If they say, I'm so bad at this, that's not helpful. But if they say, oops, I made a mistake, but I'll learn from it, they will feel more confident.
And confidence is key in language learning. When you feel positive, you're more likely to try. And trying is how you grow.
Absolutely. And let's give a few more examples, Jason. Here's one. Negative thinking. I'll never understand native speakers. Positive thinking. It's hard now, but if I keep listening every day, I will understand more.
Here's another one. Negative. My English is terrible. Positive, I'm improving step by step.
Perfect. See? Positive thinking doesn't mean lying to yourself. It means believing that progress is possible.
And it also helps reduce stress. When you think more positively, you feel calmer, and your brain is more ready to learn.
That's true. When we feel negative, we often shut down or give up. But when we feel positive, we keep going, even when it's difficult.
So, positive thinking is really about choosing thoughts that help you, not hurt you. And the great news is, you can practice it every day.
Yes, positive thinking is a skill just like English. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes.
And in the next part, we're going to talk about why this kind of thinking is especially powerful for English learners. So, stay with us.
You're doing great, listeners. Let's keep going.
So, Julia, we just talked about what positive thinking is. Now let's talk about why it's so important for learning English.
Yes, this is where it really gets interesting. When you're learning a new language, your brain needs time, practice, and confidence. Positive thinking helps you stay calm and motivated during that process.
Exactly. Many learners feel scared to speak because they think, what if I make a mistake? That fear can stop people from practicing. And when you stop practicing, you stop improving.
That's right. But if you change your thinking to something like, it's okay to make mistakes, I learn by speaking, then you give yourself permission to grow.
And that's so important. Let's say you go to an English class and you can't answer a question. If you think, I'm stupid, you feel bad. But if you think, that's okay, I didn't know it this time, but I'll learn it, then you feel hope.
Yes, positive thinking keeps you going when things are hard. And language learning is hard sometimes. It takes time, so your mindset is like your engine. It keeps you moving forward.
And it also helps with confidence. When you think positively, you believe in your own ability to improve. That makes it easier to speak, to listen, and to try again after a mistake.
And here's something important. Positive thinking also helps with consistency. People who believe they can improve are more likely to study a little every day. They don't give up easily.
That's so true. Let's give an example. Imagine two learners. One says, "This is too hard. I'll never learn." And the other says, "This is hard, but I'm improving." Who do you think will still be learning in 1 year?
The second one, of course, not because they're smarter, but because they kept going. That's the power of mindset.
Yes, and even small positive thoughts can change your whole learning experience. Like saying, "I'm proud of myself for trying," or "I made progress today."
And remember, positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means facing them with strength and a belief that things can get better.
So, listeners, if you're learning English and you feel stuck, try changing the way you talk to yourself. Be kind, be patient, and believe that you can grow.
Beautifully said, Jason. And now that we know how powerful mindset is, let's talk about how it helps not just in learning, but in your daily life too.
Yes? Coming up next, we'll explore how positive thinking can make every part of your day better, not just English learning.
Stay with us. You're doing amazing.
Welcome back, everyone. So far, we've talked about what positive thinking is and why it's important in language learning. Now, let's look at how it affects your daily life in ways you might not expect.
Yes, positive thinking isn't just about learning English. It can actually make your whole day better. Your emotions, your health, even your relationships, they all get better when you think positively.
Let's start with emotions. When you have a positive mindset, you feel more hopeful, calm, and focused. You feel less stressed, and that helps you enjoy your day more.
Exactly. Imagine waking up and thinking, today is going to be a good day. I will do my best. That simple thought can change how you walk, how you talk, and how you treat people around you.
And when you think positively, it's easier to solve problems. Instead of saying, "This is a disaster," you say, "Okay, this is difficult, but I can handle it." That gives your brain more space to find solutions.
Yes, and let's not forget relationships. If you're thinking positively, you smile more, you speak kindly, and people enjoy being around you. You create good energy wherever you go.
That's true. People often mirror your mood. So if you're warm and encouraging, they'll respond the same way. That can help with your family, friends, co-workers, even strangers.
Let's give an example. Suppose you're at work and you make a small mistake. If you think negatively, I'm so bad at this, you feel embarrassed and upset. But if you think, oops, mistakes happen, I'll fix it, you stay calm and move on.
That's a great example. And guess what? That calm and kind mindset helps your physical health too. People who think positively often have better sleep, more energy, and even stronger immune systems.
Wow, so positive thinking helps your heart and your head.
Exactly. It creates a kind of mental strength. And when life gets hard, and it will, positive thinkers bounce back faster. They don't break. They bend.
I love that. Positive thinking doesn't mean life is always easy. It just means you believe you can handle whatever comes.
So if you're listening right now, ask yourself, what kind of thoughts do I usually have during the day? If they're mostly negative, try to change one or two of them.
Yes, start small. Even saying I'm doing my best or today is a new chance can change your energy and your day.
And now that we've talked about how powerful this mindset can be, let's go deeper into something many learners deal with: negative thoughts. In the next part, we'll talk about common negative thinking patterns and how to turn them into positive ones.
Don't go anywhere. We're just getting to the good part.
Welcome back, friends. So far, we've talked about how powerful positive thinking can be. But now, let's talk about the real challenge: those negative thoughts that pop up in our minds.
Yes, Jason, negative thoughts are very common, especially when you're learning something new like English. And most of the time, people don't even realize they're thinking negatively.
Exactly. So today, we're going to help you notice those thoughts and, more importantly, change them into something better.
Let's start with a really common one. Negative thought. I'm bad at English. This thought feels heavy. It makes you feel like you can't learn. Positive replacement. I'm learning English and I'm getting better every day.
That's a good one. It's a small change, but a powerful one. Here's another. Negative thought. I always make mistakes. Positive replacement. Mistakes help me learn. Every mistake is a step forward.
Yes, that one is especially helpful because if you're afraid to make mistakes, you'll never speak, and speaking is how we improve.
Let's do a quick role play. I'll say the negative thought, and you give me a better version. I'll never understand native speakers.
It's difficult now, but I will understand more if I keep listening every day.
Nice! Here's another: I'm too old to learn English.
It's never too late to learn. I'm learning at my own pace.
Great! And one more: I'm afraid to speak. People might laugh at me.
I'm brave for trying. Most people respect learners who make an effort.
That's so true. People admire courage more than perfection.
Absolutely. And here's one more tip. If you ever catch yourself thinking something negative, try saying out loud, "Is that really true?" Most of the time it's not.
Yes, it's like being your own coach instead of your own critic. Ask yourself, what would I say to a friend in this situation? Then say that to yourself.
That's a great technique. And listeners, if you want to practice, write down 3 negative thoughts you often have, and then write a new, more positive sentence next to each one.
Start small. Even changing one thought a day can make a big difference over time.
You're not just learning English, you're learning how to support yourself with kind, helpful thoughts.
Exactly. And now that we've looked at how to change your thinking, let's move on to something very practical: daily habits that help you stay positive.
Yes, coming up next, easy things you can do every day to build a strong, positive mindset.
Welcome back. Now that we've talked about how to replace negative thoughts, let's talk about something just as important: daily habits that can help you stay positive every single day.
Yes, and the great thing is, you don't need big changes. Just small daily habits that you repeat can slowly build a strong and positive mindset.
Let's start with the first habit. Habit 1. Start your day with a positive sentence. When you wake up, say something good to yourself. For example, today is a fresh start, or I will do my best today.
That's a great way to set the mood. Here's another. Habit 2. Write down one thing you're proud of. Every evening, write one thing you did well, like I listened to an English podcast or I learned a new word. This helps your brain focus on success.
Love that. Here's one more. Habit 3. Talk to yourself like a friend. If you make a mistake, don't be angry with yourself. Say, "It's okay, I'm learning." This builds your confidence instead of fear.
Yes, kind words matter. Habit 4. Take a short walk or break when you feel stressed. Sometimes just getting fresh air can help clear your mind and bring back a more positive feeling.
That's powerful. And here's one I really like. Habit 5. Listen to something inspiring in English. A short podcast, a YouTube video, or even a quote can lift your mood and improve your English at the same time.
Double benefit. And here's another. Habit 6. Smile. Yes, smile. Even if it feels strange at first, smiling sends a message to your brain that says, I'm okay. I can handle this.
It sounds simple, but it works. And let's not forget. Habit 7. Be thankful. Every day, name one thing you're thankful for. It can be small, like, I had a nice cup of tea, or I spoke English today. Gratitude is one of the strongest positive habits.
Yes, gratitude changes how we see the world, and when we focus on the good, we start feeling good more often.
So listeners, here's a quick tip. Choose just one or two of these habits to start with. Do them every day for 1 week. Then slowly add more.
That's right. You don't need to do everything at once. Small steps create big changes over time.
And remember, building a positive mindset is just like learning English. It takes practice, patience, and consistency.
You've got this. And now, in our next part, we'll share real-life success stories. People who use the power of positive thinking to reach their English goals.
Stay with us. These stories will inspire you. Welcome back. Now it's time for one of my favorite parts of today's episode. Real stories from real people who used positive thinking to reach their English goals.
Yes, Jason. These stories show us that anyone can improve with the right mindset. It doesn't matter where you're from or how old you are. If you believe in yourself, you can make real progress.
Let's start with Sarah from Turkey. She was 38 years old when she started learning English. At first, she felt shy and thought, I'm too old. Young people learn faster. But then, she changed her thinking. She said to herself, I can learn at my own pace. She watched English movies, practiced speaking on Zoom, and after 1 year, she gave a short speech at her local English club.
Wow, that's amazing. It shows how a small change in mindset, just believing it's not too late, can open big doors.
Exactly. Now, here's another one. Pedro from Brazil. He failed his English test twice. He felt frustrated and almost quit. But then he told himself, this is not the end. It's just part of the journey. He started writing 1 paragraph a day and recording his voice. The next time, he passed the test and helped 2 classmates prepare.
That's so inspiring. He didn't let failure define him. He used it as a lesson. That's the heart of positive thinking.
Totally. And one more. Amina from Egypt. She never practiced speaking because she was afraid of making mistakes. But one day, she started joining a beginner English conversation group online. She told herself, everyone makes mistakes. I will too. And that's okay. 6 months later, she became the group leader.
Amina's story is such a great example of what happens when you choose courage over fear. Her growth came from changing one thought, I'm not perfect, but I'm trying.
Exactly. And listeners, we're sharing these stories so you are not alone. Everyone has doubts, but with positive thinking and small actions, amazing things can happen.
Yes, if Sarah, Pedro, and Amina can do it, so can you. Believe in your journey. Every small step matters.
And next up, we'll give you some simple English phrases you can use every day to help build this kind of mindset.
Stay with us. These phrases will lift you up when you need it most.
Welcome back. Now, Julia, it's time for some simple English practice using positive thinking phrases. This will help our listeners both with English and with feeling confident every day.
Yes, these are easy sentences you can say to yourself anytime you need a boost. Let's go through a few together.
Okay, first phrase, I am proud of myself. Say it with me. I am proud of myself.
Great! Here's another. I am learning every day. Repeat after me, I am learning every day.
Nice one. How about this? Mistakes help me grow. Say it with me. Mistakes help me grow.
And one more, I can do this. Repeat, I can do this.
Perfect. Try to say these phrases every morning or whenever you feel nervous or tired.
Yes, speaking positive words helps your mind feel stronger and ready to keep going. Yes, speaking positive words helps your mind feel stronger and ready to keep going. Absolutely. Keep practicing, keep believing, and your English and your mindset will get better every day.
Awesome. Now, let's get ready for the final part of our episode, where we review everything and share some motivation to keep you inspired. Wow, Julia, what an inspiring journey today. We've learned how positive thinking can change not only your English learning, but your whole life.
That's right, Jason. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being kind to yourself, replacing negative thoughts, and building small habits every day.
Exactly. So, keep practicing those positive phrases and believe in your power to grow. Your English will improve, and so will your confidence.
You've got this. Every step forward is a step closer to your dream.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Stay positive, stay strong, and we'll see you next time on the English Learning Podcast.